Boom! He's here. Motivation morning with Motivation Academie. Always here. Rising and shining. Subject today. What did I mark? Illogical and hypocritical parents. Yeah, parents are hypocrite. That's the subject today. From my own experience, this is what I lived. I still live it today. That hypocrisy of the parents. But I think it's going to be something at one point that they will like, why parents are hypocrite. This is my big question here. Why are they so hypocrite to their children? You know, what they do basically, parents, what they do if they're not in a state of awakening or in a state of they will basically teach fears to their children, and they will also lay down some kind of psychological prison, the foundation for a psychological prison. And that they do it. Is the mic good? Yeah, the mic seems to be good. No comment. I got a new mic again. I don't know if this one will be better than others, but I ordered a USB connection for the side too to replace the sound card. So little by little, we'll get there. Yeah, and that's it. Parents are very, very hypocrite. This is what I, from my own experience, and this is why I don't want to, redo the same. Because I did all kinds of mistakes in my life, and sometimes I go back in the past, and I'm trying to, like with my wife yesterday, we were discussing both and trying to make sense of where the biggest of our trauma come from. And me, the biggest of my trauma, the mistakes, like I don't blame my parents. This is not, I think I am responsible for my action. But as a youth, as a child, you should have guidance in this world. You know, you should have guidance. You should have parents to guide you, not only to, because you can put clothes, you can give food to children and put a shelter on the, but it's the same thing you do with a pet. You do the same thing with your dog. So we're not, basically, parents are not really treating their children different than their domestic animals, because all they do is put clothes, shelter, and food. That's all. And they don't give no guidance as to realize our dreams and all this stuff like that. So sound like one is underwater. Shit, okay.
Really a problem. It's really a sound card problem. We'll adjust it. Hold on. Let me fix it. So now I know definitely. Now I know definitely that it's the sound card. I have to replace it. But I ordered all kinds. I keep ordering all kinds of headset, hoping that I'm gonna get one that's gonna be okay. But forget about it. Looks like it's not gonna be for today, the headset. But yeah, the parents are hypocrite. This is from my own experience also. You know, as parent, you should be able. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to make sense of it, why my parents-in-law also, they both don't know how to read and write. So how do you know, when you're, I think you need, can you blame them really for, I think the only part that I blame my parents for the mistakes or the psychological prison that I lived in, because I could do what I do now much before in my life. So there's been a psychological prison built that I just inflated as an adult until I start to wake up and realize who I was. But, you know, this is the kind of guidance that loud and clear now. So, bro, thanks, Ivar. I appreciate, Ivar, that you're here every morning like that with me. It's really, really inspiring. It's a lot of strength. It's a lot of strength. I'm going to tell you something, too, that happened yesterday. And I comment on the video, and I'm sure Ivar picked it up. because he's very, very much in tune with my whole story and everything. So he's gonna, for sure, he's gonna laugh when he hears that. And I commented yesterday on the video. Anyway, Nasir, okay? Nasir now is going through my old videos, okay? Which doesn't happen very often, that people comment on my old videos, like never. The only comment I can receive recently is from the new videos. And yesterday, that's why I didn't post any videos on the channel like I do usually, because I was a bit with my wife, because it was the birthday, the Earth Strong Day of my mother and Lynn. And yeah, that was her birthday yesterday, so we were a bit emotional, both of us, and because she means a lot to us, and especially in that journey, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to get to my story. Yesterday, yeah, the chances, you know, synchronicity, or call it divine signs, or I don't know how you can call it, but I think synchronicity is a good, you know, the moment, I have something here that I wrote. Hold on, I'm going to read it to you. Before I tell you, yeah, hold on. When a seeker, listen to that. When a seeker on the path home to his true self, to his destiny, makes the decision to commit to walking toward the life that was meant for him, it will inevitably reach a point when he begins to see there is an entirely different world out there than he has ever known. This is an incredible place for a human being to arrive at. The limits vanish. He's ready for play with possibility. Ready for play for possibility. And I have another one here. I'll get to them. It was about synchronicity. I put it aside. I wanted to read it to you. It was about synchronicity. Let me find it. I don't have it. The book is upstairs. Anyway, it was about synchronicity, but when you start, I'm going to resume it to you. When you start, that's it, aligning yourself on the path to your destiny, there will be a corresponding amount of energy also coming your way. And this, you can call it signs, synchronicity, divine signs, whatever. And it happens a lot in my life, very, very much. And yesterday, Nasir was on my video, and he happened to watch video, listen to that, number 82. 82. So you reverse 82, it's 28. Yesterday, I'm not too much in time, but we were the 28. It was the birthday, the Earth Strong birthday of Lynn. So right there, that's something my wife saw. I didn't, when I went upstairs to tell her, she said, Yannick, 82, reverse it, 28, but I didn't see that. That's another sign I didn't see. What I seen is Nasir goes and comment on that video, number 82. I have 1,600 video on my channel, and I don't talk about Lynn in every video. I think I've talked about her maybe in 2 or 3 videos in depth, like I did in number 82. And in number 82, yeah, that's it. I talk a lot about Lynn, about her being the force being behind my awakening, my journey to greatness, and I talk a lot about her in that video. And it happened to be on the same day that it's her Earth Strong Day, and he could have comment on any videos, but he went and comment on that one. He made that one resurface, video 82 on the 28, 82, 28, on the Earth Strong of Lynn, and we were just talking about her like 5 minutes. So it's, once you start, you're gonna see those signs. The synchronicity is gonna take a very fast pace, like, because Also, if you pay attention, that's it. If you pay attention, you will notice the synchronicity. You'll be in tune with it. So it's very, very important. So yeah, that was my story yesterday. I was very, very hold on to screen. Yeah, I was very pleased to receive that comment from Nasir. Big up Nasir. I went and comment all kinds of stuff after. I was very, very like all this for me is divine signs that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing the right thing. And anyway, I'm doing everything out of love. So I don't know how I can be wrong. So yeah, parents, parents, from my own experience, I don't want to pass the rest of my days blaming my parents for what happened. It's not that. But I want to understand, overstand. I want to understand why it took me 40 years to realize who I was and my mission here and my purpose and all that. So this is the trauma. I want to find out why it took me 40 years. Why? Because I could have done that before, like I told you. I didn't change. I just woke up. So I'm the same guy. I always, they didn't put a new brain inside me. I'm the same. I feel the same as I was when I was 16 and not different. Not very different. So I could have picked up what's going on in the world and all the lies and all the first of all, the lie that I was living myself. You know, we all live a lie. If you look around you, all you're going to see is lies. It's lies because people live the lie. This is the thing. I was living a lie. We all live a lie until we wake up because we live the lie ourselves. We don't live our truth. So we live the lie. So that's what I did pretty much all my life until I realized that life was more than just working from 7 to 7, night shift 7 to 7 or whatever, you know. So I was that's it. I wanted to know why I've been so blind. Why I've been so blind to all the lies and the fuckery in the world. But I think also parents are very logical because, like, even today I go, and not only that, now my 2 children are at my mother's for the holidays, passing some time with her. So they're going to be both talking to her about the stuff that they know, the stuff that I know that they know. And I think but it's very logic because they go and tell her, like, just take yesterday, they go and tell her that Grandmama, did you know that the earth is flat? You know, they told her that, and right away, oh, no, it can't be flat. There's water, the water holds with gravity, and you know, all the simple answer that everybody gives, the parrots repeating that we do that they gave us. You know, gravity, gravity, gravity. We think gravity exists. You know, it's crazy. You know? Gravity is, what is that? What is that, gravity? The only gravity I see is the gravity of the situation we're in. That's all. That's the only gravity there is. And that's what we should work on to go back to our normal state of love and unity. Yeah. So illogical on many aspects. Many aspects, parents are illogical. And even me, for one time in my life, I was very, very logic with my children, and hypocrite too. I'm not gonna pretend that I've never been hypocrite with my own children. I've been too. Like, I think all parents are hypocrite, not just because before now today, you know, I want my children to succeed, and more than me, I want them to go further than I'm gonna go. But before, my state of mind wasn't really like that. Like, it was more centered on myself, and not that I don't love my children. It's not what I mean, and I didn't give them proper guidance, but not the guidance that they really, really needed to to blow up and live their dreams, because this is what you want to inspire your children. This is why I'm here. Basically, the reason I'm here is for my children. I have a big why. I have 3 big why. So I have to inspire 3 children to live their dream in this world. Just that is huge for me. So just that will be job done if they like you see Sam now. Sam is rising and shining every day with his wolf gym gear and all that stuff. Like, it's to have something to look forward to. It's not to say, oh, okay, I'm gonna start something and realize my dream from one day to another. No, but if you don't try, you'll never get there. So that's what I tell them. Just, have a goal, have goals, have dreams. Because if every day you put the effort to it, every day you put the effort, the concentration, and you get better at it every day, one day it's gonna happen. One day it's gonna happen. You don't know how, you don't know when, but it will happen. And that's what I tell my children now. It's not gonna be easy. The road to greatness is a raggy road. It's a raggy road. Very raggy road to success. To success, again, success, it depends what you interpret as being success. If successful for you is having a Ferrari and a Lamborghini in your driveway, to me, that's not really success. This is a material gain. Success is becoming the person. You will never really find happiness in material gain. I've had stuff in my life. I've been very fortunate. I've had stuff, but there's people that had way more than me, and believe me, you don't find satisfaction in material things. You find satisfaction in where I find satisfaction today in my life, because the more conscious you become, the less you need also. So the satisfaction I find in my life is by inspiring others. This is the real satisfaction, to live for others, not to live for myself anymore. This is a big thing. And this is what I should have been taught young, have guidance for the world. And this is why now I'm not hypocrite with my children, and I'm not gonna lie to them even about Santa fraud and all that stuff. I tell them the truth on everything. Okay, people, sometimes telling the truth can get you into some heated argument also, but maybe it's the way to approach people also. We have to work on this. Because no matter what you're gonna tell people, they're very much stuck in their own way to see things, and very often they're not gonna even listen to you if you don't approach them the right way. So yeah. So basically, parents are laying down the foundation for psychological prison. This is what they do. This is what they do. Hold on, I gotta blow my machine. Sorry, I'm normal and human, and this is live. So I gotta do what I gotta do. It's live, and that's it. And me, it doesn't stress me out, the live thing anymore. I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I like it. It's fun. I like to do those talk because it's fun. Because my wife said that my wife finds it a bit bizarre that I sit here 2 hours to watching my videos, my own videos. But I love it. I love it. I'm my #1 fan. You should see my. Just look at my smile, looking at me in the thing now. Just that words. I don't know. It words the means the world to me. Just to see me here, doing this. Anyway, me. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks to be alive, and I don't take it light. And that's why you see me here every day. No intent to stop. I've been, that's it, kept in a psychological prison pretty much all my life until I break free from that prison. Pretty much, it's breaking free from the mental slavery. This is what I'm trying, even today, to tell my parents, and they still, it's so illogical, because this is where the illogical come from. In my title is, even if you tell them, even if you tell them, they will reject it. Like, they're so heavily programmed and conditioned. I don't know what's the big deal in seeing the truth. And for sure, yeah, it's gonna shake your reality a little bit, but it's very liberator. Very liberator. Emotions can be liberator, for sure. Emotions can be liberator. It can bring you to a, oh yeah, I think that for sure. What you are saying here? It sounds like an astronaut or Godfather. Sorry, it's always probably not the mic. No, it's not the mic. I think it's really the connections on the side, but I ordered the USB thing, so we should be good for the next one. It should be here tomorrow or something. Yes, synchronicity is partly intervention. Yes, partly intervention. Whatever one calls it, it's life. Remembering the way how it's supposed to be. Try to talk logic through sense these days. Almost impossible. Exact. Try to talk logic and sense to people these days. It's almost impossible. Almost impossible. People are so caught up in distraction that their conversation is only based on the distraction that they have in their life. That's all it is. It's crazy. You try to have a conscious conversation with someone. It's very, very hard. It's very logic all the time. Very just take for example, if I call to my mother, she's gonna talk to me about what's on TV. What's on TV, you know? That's their reality of their world. And then she says, "Oh, did you see what happened there? Did you see what happened there?" Like they live in fear. But this is the psychological prison that they also lay for their children as they grow up, because they teach the fears to the children, especially the TV. The television is a big fear, a tool, propaganda, for sure. The TV has been, the TV is not there for no reason. It's not there for your entertainment. That's for sure. It's there for your programming. The television is there to program people into all kinds of stuff. Most of it subconsciously. You don't even realize you're being programmed. And then after, in your everyday life, you're going to bring back those vibes and all those drama that you've seen on TV. And it's going to, that's what you have in your head. You know, they program your subconscious. It's very, very important, especially as a child, to protect your subconscious brain, your subconscious mind. Yeah, mind or brain or whatever call it. You can label things many different words. It all come to the same. I don't want to be technical with the words, but yeah. It's very, very important to teach them, you know, what's possible instead of teaching your fears. You don't want to put them, but most people put their kids in front of the TV from morning to night, like they have access to the TV whenever they want. And that's in that sense that I say they're a bit hypocritical, because they're on the same plane as me. They could ask questions also. This is what I told my mother when a bit of the breakout happened. I said, why you never did research? Why you never told me about Christmas when I was young, that it wasn't true? Or why did you told me all these fantasy? You know, why do you tell so much fantasy to children? Especially Christmas is one of the big, big fantasy that for some reason we just go with the crowd year after year, repeat the program. Then now it's going to be Easter coming again, like year after year after year, day after day. Like, this is what they want you to be trapped in time and stuck in the calendar in time with the dates, with all the stuff that's implemented in your brain from birth, and that you don't forget about it, and the wars, and it's a wartime calendar. So they want you to be stuck in there, and if you don't, that's it. If you stay stuck, also it's very important teach all kinds of stuff to your children. Me, that's what I do. I tell them everything I know. I don't want to be hypocrite with them. I tell them everything I know. They will make sense of it by themselves. They have a brain just like me, and it's good to see them with so much knowledge like that. Knowledge is potential power. Knowledge is potential power. It's not power. It's not power. Forget about that. Knowledge is potential power. Because it doesn't mean that, first of all, that you have the knowledge that you need to, the right knowledge. Sometimes we think we know stuff and we don't know nothing. This is what happened to me in my, I thought I knew a lot of stuff, but I realized, hey, first of all, I have to unlearn what I've been taught to, especially in schools. But yeah, parents, this is a subject of my talk today. We must, first of all, as parents, you have a responsibility right there is to give guidance to your children. Me, this is what I know today, that for sure, listen, I haven't made children just to bring them into Babylon and suffer. So I want to show them what's possible for them, to live their dreams, to go work on something. It's going to be hard. It's going to be, for sure, because I am not rich and I didn't, I'm rich in love, rich in life, but I mean, I don't have a lot of possession, but that doesn't define if I'm rich or not. Rich, it's rich in your heart, it's rich in love, it's rich in life. Material possession, I don't have a lot and I don't need a lot. I don't have toys, I don't have a four-wheeler and stuff like that. I don't need that. I don't look for happiness in outside things, and stuff that are outside of me. I look for happiness as a state of mind. It's a state of mind. So this is how I will reach happiness, becoming the person I want to become and living my dream and not crushing my heart. And this is what I teach to my children every day, to live their truth, to not live the lie. Don't start living the lie and adopting the default state of society. This is the main thing here. And I don't want to teach them my fears. This is what we do with our children. Especially Halloween, that's another big fairy tale. Why we scare children to freaking death like that? It's crazy. We go in the streets with and first of all, also with all this, we give them poison at the door. This is so hypocrite. This is the hypocrisy come there too. It's no good what you feed your children, all that sugar, all that nonsense, but you still feed it. Like, you're so hypocrite. It's terrible. Our parents are hypocrite, feeding scrap to their children and saying after that they love them, that hey, wake up. You want to experience a real awakening in your children, a real divinity in your children. This is what I want to see. I want to see my children, showing their divinity to the world. I don't want them to live in that psychological prison of Babylon and comfort zone of society and all the stuff that goes with it. No. We're here for more than that. We're here for much more than just going along with the program and not. No, us, we're here for great things, and this is when you show what's possible to your children instead of teaching them your fears, they will rise and shine. They will rise and shine. It's not rocket science. They have everything inside them. They have everything inside them to make sense of reality. They have, just like you, all the biological equipment inside them to make sense of reality. So why do you try to make sense of reality for your children also? A lot of people do that. They try to make sense of reality for their own children. It's like, let them make sense. Guide them instead. Guide them. Let them make sense of reality. They have senses just like you. And they will come to realize that everything like you. Like, it's so, just to, I don't know. Just that ball earth is so freaking crazy to teach that to children too. Teachers are hypocritical too. Everybody is pretty much very hypocritical. Liar. We're trained liars. We lied from birth, but not from birth because we don't talk. But as soon as we can be corrupt, and for sure they're going to teach us the lies, because all you see around you is lies. It's lies. It's a world. The world is a lie. The world is a lie, like Jabba said. The world is a lie. It's true. The world is a lie, because look around you, all you see is lies. People living the lie. So tell your children the truth. Tell the children the truth. So many people have come in this world and said we have to tell the children the truth. Lay down a foundation, not for a psychological prison, but for greatness, for a path to greatness. For a path to greatness. That's what you want to do with your children. Yeah, you bring something good here. Hold on. Try to talk logic through sense these days. Yeah, George Michael, David Bowie, Prince, and so on left to the other lands and other realm. What's one? Yeah. Ivar, good thing you bring that up. George Michael. I saw that the other day. Me, as soon as I knew about the news, I was at my father-in-law. I think he was having a supper with us, and I think someone brought that up, that George Michael, or it's here, I don't know. Anyway, right away, my daughter looked at me. Right away, my daughter looked at me, and you see how she's awake, Claire? How she picks up those things. You just got to tell them, and they will be in tune with that. And then right away, when my children heard that George Michael is in, George Michael. I remember him when I was young. He's in the band Wham. Yeah. And as soon as she heard about it, she turned around and she looks at me. She said, she gives me a look, and I start to laugh, because come on, first of all, died on the 25th of December. But they had to have a mega icon, world known singer, idol, god, because that's how they make them. Like, they make them a man is just a man. Man, George Michael is not more a god than I am, or that you are, or that anybody else is. A man is just a man, a woman just a woman. When we are going to see things from that point of view, we're going to stop idolating, giving so much power to these people. And, we encourage everybody else but ourselves. Everybody else but ourselves. And this is what we do when we go to a concert like that and stuff, is we... very often we encourage them, and we forget to encourage ourselves in the process. So what do I think about George Michael? Yeah, they're all gone. Look, it's true. It's for sure that the earth is a realm. For sure, the earth is shapeless. For sure, the shape is in your head anyway. The shape is in your head. All the shapes, the forms, the numbers, all this is the program you have in your head. So who's to say what's a triangle? It's all stuff we've been programmed with. So take out all the programming and look at stuff after. Can you see a shape? You're not going to see no shape. It's all in your head. So analyze stuff without intellectualizing stuff, and you're going to see stuff from a much more divine standpoint. You're not going to see things just with intellect. You're going to reason. You're going to see the divinity in there. So I think for sure, if they lie to us about the shape of the earth, they lie to us about the lands on the earth. There is more lands. There is more. I'm convinced now, especially after that George Michael thing, that they go to other places. They have to have other lands, that they maybe go there and start. Maybe they come back. Maybe they just, publicly die, and that's it, go away for a while on another land, or get face remodel. Who knows what they can do and after they come back, and they're just freaking fresh. And like, all this is a stage. The world is a stage. The world's a theater. The world is a big movie. So they're gonna do all kinds of propaganda, all kinds of fear, all kinds of doubt, and events like that on special dates. Like when I saw it on Christmas Day, I'm like, George Michael on Christmas Day died of a heart attack. Very, very weird. Very weird. So anyway, I found it very. So yeah. So that's my idea about it. Yeah, for sure. There's more lands. There's more stuff hidden that we don't know about. A lot of stuff that we don't know about, we think we know, but you know, what's the point? What's the point of lying about the globe and squishing that onto a plate? And that's it, that's all. Here's your new Earth. Yeah, that's delusion. And a lot of people get caught up in that flat Earth map and all that BS. It's all stuff to, you know, the propaganda is on YouTube too. Wake up. If you don't see it, if you don't think the flat Earth is not upside up, wake up. Wake up. Little Susie, wake up. It's all upside up. It's all upside up. Even the whole YouTube thing is upside up. Everything is they use everything as social engineering and to know how we think and to come on. You think they don't use YouTube to know the pace of how our brain are operating? And come on, if they can control humanity that much, it's because they have studied us, which we didn't. We didn't study it ourselves. We let them study us and control us. This is what's happening. So it's time to take back the power. Take back the power, and yeah, very important to undo the trauma that we've been put under, and to not teach it to your children, that same trauma. This is a lot of what I gotta get up a bit. Yeah, let me read the comments. My phone. Oh, we have Nasir Radeh. Ivar. Hi, everybody. Hi, Nasir. Nice to have you live on the chat. Yeah, we're here every morning. You got it. Every moment fresh. Yeah, every moment fresh and new. Every moment fresh and new. And this is one thing this is more than, you know, the here and the now. The here and the now is a huge thing that you know, it's okay to say, oh, I'm in the here and now, but what is the here and the now? The here, in the here, you have to realize a lot of stuff. Where are you? Who are you? All these stuff. You know, this question, yeah, here, what's here? It's a big question. And the now, what is the now? You know, what is the now? That's all there is. It's that present moment that I have here on YouTube is unique, is divine, you know, your time is limited here. Your time is limited. Life is short. Life is short. Play hard. Yeah. You know, go at it. You know, you have one life. One life. They're not going to return you for another one. This is what I realized. It's an experience. Life is an experience. It's the greatest experience that you will ever have. Is the only one, probably. The life experience. Then after, you probably go into other realm or something, who knows. But it's very, very, very important to live your greatness, to, you know, to seek the path of greatness. And because you've been put under a massive programming, just like me. And you should not wait to be my age to wake up. If you're young and listen to me, come on, go at it. Come on, you can live your dream. This is the beauty I want to see. I want to see young people living their dream and go at it and finding the truth and the stuff like that. This is what I want to see. I want to empower the youth. Me, I'll be in the ground much before them, but they'll be here after, and that's how we can change the world and change teaching each other, each one teach one. That's very important. Put away the false pride. You put the false pride, the ego. Stop the freaking ego. This is what limit our unification so much. It's all our ego. Our ego is so freaking big. It's terrible. You can't even teach people stuff sometimes. Their ego is so big. Oh, if they don't see it on TV, they won't believe it. My mother is like that. I cannot tell her anything about anything that I know. She doesn't even listen to my videos because in her headspace, everything that she's fed on TV is true. It's true. You know, it's crazy that it's like, and the worst in all that is I'm just thinking for myself. It's not because I'm not even telling her that the earth is flat or it's a ball, or I'm just saying think for yourself. Make sense of reality. Stop accepting everything they tell you. And even in the flat earth, don't accept everything they tell you. Make sense of reality on your own. Because even in the flat earth YouTube, it's full of illusion. Full of illusion. full of confusion. It's terrible. I didn't see it like that at the beginning. I was full into it, flattered. And yeah. There's a bit of truth. For sure, there's a bit of truth. But they always have to put the truth with the lies, so you accept it. But disfire the freaking bullshit in there and that flattered stuff. There's a lot of, especially the people that talks about it. I don't know, me, I don't mix myself with that kind of vibration, but never did, and they always stayed far from me. Nobody ever approached me. I have 1,600 videos on YouTube. I must talk about flat earth in there, about 1,000 of them. Nobody ever approached me. Why? Because I'm a free thinker, and they know I'm going to speak my mind, and I'm going to spot the things that the flaws in their programming. You know, this is what's happened. I've never been approached by anybody. I always did my own thing, and I will remain like that also. My intention is not to mix myself too much with the crowd, because I know there's a lot of lies everywhere around me. Everybody lives the lie. Even the people that look about flat earth and truth on YouTube, most of them still live the lie. Still live the lie. They don't try to get out the everyday box to live their dream or to do something with their life. No, they just look for videos on YouTube about flat earth. Like videos about flat earth. Like what? You're going to do something with your life like that? That's going to bring you to a higher heights? Yeah, maybe you can get a lot of inspiration from certain people there. I don't deny that. But it's a lot of distraction. This is what I mean. And that time you could use it doing something else. You know how many times you need to be reassured that the earth is flat? How many times do you need to be told that it's freaking flat for you to leave the scene and start living your dream? You know, this is the thing here. How many times how many videos I need to watch to reassure me that it's flat? I just got to go outside and I'll realize it's flat. It's right in front of me. Any waters, anything. There's no curve. So how many times do I have to convince myself that there's no curve? Just because others don't see a curve, I have to convince myself that there's no curve? There's no freaking curve. Move on. Move on with your life. This is my message here. Don't spend too much time in there. Move on with your life. Do something with your life. This is the goal here. Why I'm here. I've been through that flat earth stuff. I've been on the YouTube for a while. I know how this thing works, believe me. I did the YouTube journey, and I know what I'm talking about, so I can tell you a bit about it. That's why I don't teach my fears. I teach what I know, and I know there's a lot of nonsense in there. A lot of nonsense on the flat earth. If you get caught up in that, you can go far down the rabbit hole and get told all kinds of stuff on there. Apparently, they have all the answers. They know everything. It's funny, eh? They have all the answers of everything function, the sun, the moon, the this, the that. They know everything. Hey, wake up. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I don't think anybody knows. This is the thing here. Everybody pretend. Maybe they know. Maybe the people on top. Maybe the people on top know something, but I don't know. They know things we don't know for sure. For sure. Like they have the means to explore. They for sure know what's in the middle of the earth, the north, the center. They know, like they know the shape. Probably the shape. I don't like to say shape, but they know how far it goes. Probably. I don't know if these. I don't know. They must know something for sure. Come on, you think if I would be the president of the United States or something like that, I wouldn't send a fucking squadron to explore Antarctica? Or hey, come on, that's the first place I would want to explore where I am. This is the first primary instinct for human is to go into adventure. We have that inside us. That's what I would do right away is go adventure, walk, explore, and discover where I live. So that's for sure they did it. But to keep us in such a freaking prison of the mind like that, and to not give us the mean to even get out of our country without visas or shit, or there's always a restriction, always limitation in Babylon to do whatever move you want to do. So yeah, that's my point. Is there's a lot of illusion, lots of confusion, and it's on YouTube. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. The confusion is everywhere. Confusion is here. It's in our minds. It's a mind game. It's a psychological warfare. That's all it is. It's all in the mind. They know that. They know that. They don't care. They don't care about how many people even wake up to the flat earth because they know it's a mind game. They know most people won't freaking move on with their life. They'll be caught up in there in distraction. That's just another distraction. Because all you've been all they feed you almost is nonsense because they don't know. It's just speculation. And so I prefer think by myself, not have my brain filled with so much information and nonsense from other people. And I want to make sense of it on my own. I want to reflect on my existence, on the place where I am. And I don't want to be told anything. I want to make sense of it. And, you know, it's like you have to reborn. You have to be reborn. This is the same. That's how I feel, like I'm freaking reborn and I feel brand new. Anyway, that's my feeling. It's greatest time to be alive. Greatest time to be alive. Who do we have in the chat? Nasir. Nasir is there. Nasir, I was telling the story about the comment that you put on the video 82 yesterday. You listened to it at the beginning. I talked about it. But yeah, it is very not a spinning ball for sure. The flat earth really social experiment. Exactly. It's a social experiment. That's what it is, the flat earth. That's exactly what it is. I'm not saying that there's no truth in there. Yeah, my wife gave me a reindeer cup. She does it on purpose. She knows I'm not into Christmas. I'm like the Grinch that stole Christmas this year. But she does it on purpose. She gives me the one with the reindeer on it. But it's true. Listen, we have to do something to get out this mess, and it's all together by seeing clear and stop being hypocrite with our children and have a bit of logic in our teaching, in what we pass on to the children. Have a bit of logic, think for ourselves. You know, if you're a parent listening to me and you still haven't opened up to your children, do it. Do it. First of all, it's the greatest feeling I ever had, telling the truth to my children about who they are, First of all, I don't need to bring them to church for the church to tell them who they are. I can tell them myself because I have the same divinity inside me that they have. We all have. We all know the truth. We have to live it. This is the thing. Now we're living a lie. Altogether, a big freaking lie. And that's what you see around you. All you see is lies. Look around. You're going to see. Look. Everybody lives a lie. People that are awake, people that live their truth are very in minority here. Most of it is all lies. So wake up, seek, find, and realize. This is my message. There's something much greater in life than being enslaved mentally in Babylon. And with that, all that ball hurt and nonsense of it. For sure, the ball hurt is what we will talk. It's what I will talk probably the most to point them out because it's easy for people to relate because we're all standing on it. This is why. Also, they know it's a big psyop and it will get a lot of people because we're all touched by it. We're all standing here. If you talk to me about the Hiroshima or what happened during the World War II with Hitler or stuff like that, it's not really stuff I can verify by my own. So I have to relate to other people's stories and opinion, and I don't really have the fact. I'm not there. But the fact of the earth, I have it, I'm here. So that I can talk about because I'm here. And you can all talk about it. You're all, you know, if I can, you can, we all can. We all can. We all can live. Nobody is eager to live a better life. Impossible. Nobody tells me that they're eager to live a better life. Everyone wants to live a better life, not to have more material possession, but to be more, to become more. This is the thing. It's not the material possession that's going to make you happy at all. At all, at all, at all. Forget about that. Forget about the toys. It's who you're going to become. It's who you're going to become. That's going to make you super happy. That is real happiness to me. And when you're capable to inspire others with who you have become, it's even better. It's even better because this is the main reason why we're here. I'm convinced of that. It's to inspire each other to greatness, to realize who we all are together. And once we can all realize who we are, then we start building the dream of life, what we're supposed to build. We're not supposed to build a nightmare. Hello? This place wasn't intended for us to suffer. I don't think so. So what are we waiting to see clear? And I think it's gonna come. It's gonna come. If I can see it, other people will see it. It's like it's gonna take time, but at one point the pace will pick up. The pace will pick up, and people will stop lying to their children and be hypocrite with their children and start telling them the truth. This is the best thing you can do for the world. For the world is to change your household, the way it's run. You know, tell your children the truth. This is the best thing you can do for the world. This is the best thing. You cannot change the world, but you can change yourself. You can help your children to see more in life. Yeah, see more and become more, not being trapped in the wasteland of sorrows of society, because this is what we have, is sorrows. Everybody live in sorrows, and you know, you don't want to live from paycheck to paycheck all your life, man. You don't want. I've done that for so long in my life, and still today it's paycheck to paycheck. Like, I want to build something that I don't have to rely on Babylon. This is the thing. It's to move out of Babylon. It's building your own thing. It's building your own legacy, your own. The world will not change from one day to another. The money will always be there. I don't think this will ever. But it's, you know, is money the root of all evil, or the lack of money? The lack of money. For sure, money, but at one point, anyway, that's another big subject. I can start talking about that. Now I've been on for almost an hour today. But yeah, money is the big subject. We can come back on that. I'll do another talk just about that. The Grinch, haha, yeah. I'm the Grinch that sold Christmas, and even I think even some people picked up my stuff on YouTube, and they start telling me that I heard other people talking about pagan holiday in a bad way, but these people just want to stay in comfort. This is the thing. They want to stay in comfort and live the life. They prefer live that. That's why most people on YouTube. Most people that look, I'm sorry, you like me or not for that. I don't give a shit. I'm not here to be liked by anybody. But most people on YouTube prefer live the lie. Prefer live the lie. Then they want to find out the truth on the outside, but very few want to find out the truth on the inside. And the truth on the inside is not necessarily coming out on YouTube and make videos. Like, you have to, everything in your life has to shift. The lies has to stop. We have to stop celebrating those pagan holidays, Christmas, Easter, everything in that calendar has to go. Everything in that calendar has to go if we want to change anything, because it starts there. It's the programming of your brain, of your everyday freaking life. It starts there in that calendar. That's how you go, and you repeat all the dates year after year, and it's the same thing. Like, who's to say? Or I don't even know what day it is today, but I think it's Thursday. Is it possible? Who's to say it's Thursday? You know, that's one of the biggest dogma, the day it is. Crazy. I really appreciate your old videos. I want to watch about. Hey, Nasir, you bring me back, man. Yesterday, this is a really divine sign what you did on video number 82. That's what I said before, because my mother-in-law's birthday, Earth Strong Day, was the 28th yesterday. And you go and check video 82, you reverse it, it's 28. And in that video, I talk about her. Imagine, I was ecstatic, I was lit. When I saw your comment, Nasir, I was like, no, that cannot be happening. Not today. Come on, this is a sign directly from Lynn telling us that, hey, keep on going, you're on the right path. But she comes through Nasir. She went through Nasir to pick up one of my videos. So Nasir picked up the comment and I pick it up. And in that video, I talk about her. And it's her Earth Strong. It's crazy. That's such a sign, a synchronicity for me. And I think Nasir, I don't think Nasir knew the whole thing about it, the Earth Strong Day and all that. So it's really, really a divine sign, Nasir. That's why I always saw Nasir in a very special way. Even on Facebook, I always spotted Nasir, Nasiri. C'est ça, Nasiri. I always had good vibration from you. And the confirmation of that, I had it yesterday. I had it yesterday when you went to comment on that video. And this, to me, is a great, great sign from the grand organizing design, God, grand organizing design, or the divine, whatever. It's a divine sign. It's a yeah. I was ecstatic when I saw that. I had to stop everything I was doing, and I'm like, whoa! And I kind of start to reply to all the comments. It's wrote to Ivar, wrote to Ivar. Also, I was talking about you in that video in a very nice way again. So everything was really, really. Everything is really organizing because look today who we are. We're me, Ivar, Nasir watching live. The two Nasir. There's another Nasir. Yes, you're on a good way, bro. Thanks, Nasir. No, but these are guys are divine, just like me. So what? You know what? More of a divine sign I can have than other people tell me I'm on the right way. Hello. To me, this is everything. This is everything, and not from people. And this comes from people that I don't know. Really, Nasir. I never met Nasir in my life. Like I know him from internet, but I picked up his vibe. We don't need to see each other to pick up the vibe, but still, it's something that I have to. No, I think. And look today, who's here? Nasir, Ivar, me. We're all together now on a live chat. So all this is so divine. It's so divine, and yeah. No, I thank you guys a lot. You mean a lot to me, and all this adventure, all this things that I'm doing here means a lot because I know I have the potential to influence people in the right way, and this is what I want to do. I'm lost in righteousness. Sorry, I'm lost in righteousness. This is my problem. This is my problem. Yeah, we all won. Yeah, yes, you're on a good way, bro. So beautiful, Nasir. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yesterday, Nasir, you released and you came because we were very emotional. Me and my wife had a kind of breakdown yesterday, and we were very emotional. And you came at this moment, and I go upstairs and I saw her that, and right away she had a big relief of so all this, it's synchronized. Like it's hard to explain, but you got to take the journey. You got to go forward into your purpose and with your passion, and the pace of synchronicity will pick up so fast, and you will notice it, and you will start matching dots and seeing things from a very different point of view. And you will realize the divinity and the people divine around you and all that. Me, it's just greatness. It just, my heart is filled with love, is filled with energy, because everything is energy. It's filled with energy. This is what I have a lot, is energy. A lot. I have a lot of energy, and I intend to, share with the rest of my brothers and sisters. So guys, I'm gonna let you go. I think I've been on for an hour or something. It's been a while. But I like those talk. It's very inspiring, and I thank you guys all for being here. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with another subject. I'll publish it after. I don't know what is it. I already made a list. I'm ready until I think it's the 6th of January. I have all my stuff ready, my talk with my subjects aligned and everything. I'm very, very focused, and that's what you got to do. Stay focused, rise and shine, live your dreams. He's out. Thanks, everyone. It was a pleasure. Always. Put a smile on your face. Important. And inform your face also.